Hello and welcome back to the Eagles Startup channel. Right? For a series now, we've been discussing about other capitals you need beside money to start your first business. Right? Yes, your first business or your new business. This series is specifically for new entrepreneurs and also entrepreneurs that are even yet to plan. Because if you don't plan to succeed, you already plan to fail. Okay? Now, we all took steps to ensure that we succeed. Now, part of what I'm going to share with us today is part of the steps I took some years back to ensure that I succeed. And I believe that as I share them with you, they will make impact in your life. Okay? So in today's discussion, which of course is part 4 of this series, is social capital, right? We've talked about spiritual capital, we've talked about time capital, we've talked about human capital. Now today on this part 4 and is focused on social capital. Now, it may seem strange to you, what is social capital? Social capital refers to the network of personal relationship and connections an entrepreneur has, right? Now, it could be a new entrepreneur, it could be an existing entrepreneur. But as long as once you set your heart to start up a new business, you have gotten yourself into the realm of entrepreneur, into that sphere, right? Into that network, right? Now, connections and entrepreneurs which can be leveraged, right? Let me take it again. Network of personal relationships and connection an entrepreneur has, which can be leveraged to access resources, information, and support needed to launch and grow their business, including potential customers, investors, partners, mentors, and industry experts. Essentially, providing a valuable assets beyond just financial capital. Did you see that? Essentially, providing a valuable asset beyond just financial capital. You see that? It's not only financial capital that you need. Financial capital, I said before, it's not the first, it's not the second, it's not the third, it's not the fourth, it's not even the fifth. I grade it in the 6th or 7th, which of course may be even the last, right? So all of these capitals I've discussed with us are the core we need to enable us start up our business. It's not until you commit money in buying or paying for a rent or buying an item you want to sell that you have started a business. No. The day you made up your mind to get into business, you conquered courage, you conquered fear, you put on courage, put on determination, put on commitment, you're already in the business. The day you offered a single service to someone and you are paid, you're already in the business. But now you want to sit down and go into it full time. You still do not need the finance. You just need all of this first to get in there, right? That was how many of us started. And I'm sharing with you my own perspective to it, right? Now, let me cite again an example of from one of the videos I created. You can also look it up, where I talked about how I raised capital to start my bakery. Of course, my first bakery. Now, the capital I raised there when I mean the capital there, it's not really the financial capital, no. Social capital was one of the key, right? I needed a space for my bakery. I needed a space for my bakery, right? I didn't have funds to go pay for a hall or a room somewhere. I needed a space. Now, in the course of my discussing with my friends, I got connection with one. No, I had a discussion with one whose family had quite large property, not in use at that time. Okay? And I was offered not just a space, a big hall, and a room again. Now the room was to serve as my store and my storage room, while the hall was to serve as the baking hall. I didn't pay a dime. Social capital. I didn't pay a dime. I discussed. I made him to know. Of course, I wasn't scared if I was going to take over my business. No. I made him to know I needed this property. And he offered it to me. Right? He offered it to me without me paying a dime. Right? Now, during that same period, like I told us in that video, I lost my job. But before I lost my job, I had another friend also who recommended me to an EU organization. And that organization, like I said, I was recommended. I didn't lobby for it. I didn't apply for it. I did not in any way do anything to gain their acceptance. I was only recommended, and I was given the contract. And guess what? Every month I was paid some certain amount of money, whether I worked or not. Leverage. Because I had been good to this friend of mine when I was managing the cafe, right? She offered to also lend a hand of help to me. That contract was going on. So I get from there, buy a few things that I needed in the cafe, and that led to the growth of the cafe. Again, the lady that partnered with me eventually to start a business was also a friend. She just graduated from a catering school, right? She graduated from a catering school. I was fortunate to meet her, and we began discussing this same idea, and she offered herself for it. I had quite a number of friends that helped me in one way or the other, without me paying a dime. Social capital. So you are there sitting down wondering who will help you. Who have you discussed? Have you engaged the community of your friends, the wealthy ones, the rich ones, the average ones? Have you leveraged on their expertise? Maybe you are scared that they will steal your idea. Okay, stock your idea. Keep it there. You grow old with it. You grow old with it. Beloved, I encourage you, leverage on your social network. Leverage on the friends you have. You may never know how far. You may never know how far they will take you to, right? Even in one of my recent projects, I never applied. I never asked. I did nothing. I was only called. Hey, is your software still available? Can you come present to this chairman? And that was it. How many years have I known this person that called me? He was my project manager far back 2006. We worked from 2006, 2007 to 2009 when I resigned. I resigned from the company. Then after a while, I traveled abroad and then came back 2016. I still had a relationship with him. 2016 to 2017, even till date. But in 2017, he called me. Remember, I resigned 2009. He was my project manager. And 2017, he, after how many years, called me. Hey, your services are needed here. Relationship. Please, do not despise your friends. Do not despise your big and small friends. You might never know the one that God will use to change your situation, right? The network you need, the connection you need, the open door you need, they're in some of your friends. As you discuss with them, the doors will open for you. But it's not everybody that's your friend though. People that are your friend are people with like minds. People who know what it takes to make impact. These are the people you should go after. Not people who will sit down and gossip and murmur. No, 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 no. Those are not the kind of friends you should keep, especially at this time when you want to start your business. Okay? So I'm sure with this little of mine, you have been impacted to leverage on your social capital as you plan to start your business. Thank you. If this video has made an impact in your life, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you prefer.